record this. Just preparing to go to the live stream. Beautiful morning here in Queensland.
It is very pretty there.
Yeah, it is. And it's in the future for you as well. So
Yeah, you're in the future.
you only just worked that out, huh? Everyone thinks Australia is like behind and backwards and down under and stuff, but the reality is that we're actually in front of you by, so what time is it there now, Kens?
It is five. Oh, it's
5:20,
6:23.
6:23
6:23.
on Monday night.
Yes, sir. On a Monday night.
Think you're going to hear
There's
the
not a
word
lot going.
sir a lot in this conversation. It's a very Texan thing. Do you say ma'am as well, Kensington?
Yes, sir. I try. One time I said yes, ma'am, and this girl told me not to call her ma'am. So I was like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. So I
So
got scared.
I have some friends in Mississippi or Mississippi because there's only two S's in Mississippi, and they're very much the same. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. And my friend works for an insurance company, and he's from Clinton, Mississippi, and he will say, "Ma'am," and she said, "Don't call me that." I'm like, "Oh, please don't do that." Like that's
Yeah.
a really beautiful Southern respectful thing,
Mhm.
So I really love that. Anyway, we're speaking to Kensington Ogle, and she is a modified racer from Texas. And I met her through IMCA, through the Super Nationals. Should say that right. The IMCA Speedway Motors Super Nationals, fueled by Casey's. If I ever call it Boone Nationals or Boone Super Nationals, and Jay Van loses his mind. So I need to be really careful that I get that right. Now, you and I met, Ken's, through obviously racing at Super Nationals, but also through a really cool initiative, the Women of IMCA, Ladies of IMCA, which was put together by Andrea McCain. Explain what that is.
Yeah, so Andrea, she put us all in a group chat and we communicated and got to know each other a little bit. And she had us all, we met up at the fan zone and we had different things to give away. So mine was very last minute. So I ordered some playing cards because that's what's on my race car and gave those away. And other people had like hero cards. So we get up there and we talk to people, we get to know the fans and we get to give away things and get to know each other and just talk and hang out.
Don't I have a bracelet somewhere?
Yeah, you do have a keychain. I gave you a
Oh, it's a
keychain.
keychain? I thought it was a bracelet.
Yeah,
Oops, my bad. I've still got
it's
it. It's
okay.
very cool.
Thank
And it's a cool idea, and it's something very
you.
different for kids. And that whole concept, incidentally, if you could press share on this, everybody, because I really want to get Kensington's or Kogel, her name out there, and her brother Kade, who's a BAD A55 as well. Um, so that whole concept attracts, it was huge, the amount of women. And one of my friends is watching right now, Steph Johns, and Steph is part of an all-girl top door slammer drag racing team. Everyone on that team, the racer, the crew chief, every girl, every member of that team is a girl, and they are amazing and just kicking butt in drag racing in Australia. So the idea of celebrating women in racing is super, super cool. I reckon there was at least 20 girls or thereabouts at that function, and a lot of people there at the track.
Yeah, there was a lot of fans that came down, and it kind of shocked me because the year before we did it, we didn't really know what was going on. But this year there was a lot more fans and a lot more drivers, and we were prepared.
And we had to shift it back a little bit later in the week too. It was supposed to be
Mhm.
earlier in the week, but I think going forward, there's probably a real opportunity for that to be even bigger, where it's a bit more structured. And but you would have felt like a lot of kids there, like a lot of inspirational opportunities to meet young girls that want to
Mhm.
race and stuff like that. So you had a really good. The line went like all the way out of the.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot.
It was
There
very
was
successful.
Yes, it was awesome. Andrea and everyone behind it did a phenomenal job with it.
Now I got to say, Ken's, there was a lot of perfume. I'm just going to put that out there. There had to be 20 different. I don't know if you call it perfume or whatever you call it, but there was a lot of fumes.
Yes. There was a lot of fumes. I wear my Carolina Herrera and a lot of people always they're like, "You smell good." I'm like, "Thank you. Thank you." I try not to smell like sweat like a stinky boy.
Oh, well, you know us boys, we're very stinky. So whereabouts in Texas do you live?
Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, Lubbock. So,
Yes.
so I'm gonna guess, well, like the Dixie Chicks or someone like that from Lubbock. There's some famous people from Lubbock, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about the Dixie Chicks, but I know Buddy Holly was from here. Patrick Mahomes. I don't know all you football fans. Patrick Mahomes from here.
One of the Chiefs, yeah.
William Clark Green. He's not little, but he's a country artist. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I had a feeling that
And
one of the chicks is from Lubbock, but I might be wrong.
she,
Either
mi-
way,
I think you're thinking right, but I am not the person to ask.
I'm probably not. So, whereabouts did this racing passion come from? And we should explain to people that are maybe not familiar with modified racing. What is a modified? Because you have sport mod and you have modified. So you have like a smaller capacity mod, plus then you have the
Mhm.
the ground pounders. Yeah,
Yes. So that might be a Cade
I
question.
knew you
Cade
were gonna
might
do
have to
that.
help me out there.
Yep.
But I know the northern sport mods and the southern sport mods are very different. So even that the sport mods that we know are kind of different from what a lot of people know, and like modifieds are more everywhere. Kind of the we can go up north and race where some of our friends that run sport mods they can't go up north with us. So you know, Cade, I might need you to help me out here.
I knew she was going to do that, Kate. By the way, her big brother is sitting right near. Come on, Kate. Just stick here. I know you want to
Yes.
make this all about Kensington, but it's good to see you, mate.
Hello, everyone.
You just remarkably changed shirts, mate. Nice work.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got my Kogel shirt on. We're gonna try and do another run of those soon. We had a
Yeah.
lot of young ladies asking for them, so we kept that in mind. We're gonna do a run for them. Just hopefully get them out there soon. It's slowing down in the winter time, so maybe we'll be able to get with our people and they can break out some shirts for us.
I really love the color scheme on your car too, Kenzo. That
Thank you.
that sort
Thank
of,
you.
is it teal color? Like it's
It's like a teal, and at first when I said it, my mom was like, I thought you were gonna do neon colors." I was like, "Well, I changed my mind," and so we came out with the teal and gold, and I loved it. And then I was like, I really need more teal. I'm not feeling the teal. So then I was like, I want a solid teal car, and then it turned out awesome, and it's my favorite car. I love it.
weren't feeling the teal. Okay. So
Yes.
Chance Brown is saying, I heard Kade Ogle knows all about the Dixie Chicks. He's a big Chicks fan. I'm going to guess that he's taking the piss, as we would say in Australia.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Dixie Chicks. That's my dad. He loves the Dixie Chicks. He
Does he
loves
really?
Shania Twain, all the old
Oh
'90s
yeah, he
country.
loves Shania Twain.
See, when I think about Texas, I think about ZZ Top, one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
ZZ Top was awesome. Kiss. We grew up. Our mom loved all the rock bands from the '80s. Our parents were very opposite
Very
in that sense. Our dad was kind of like a cowboy, and our mom was very like rock on.
emo.
Love it. Love it. I think you're almost going to mention Kiss then. And my
Yes.
heart is heavy. We lost the great spaceman Ace Frehley last week. And I'm going to, later on tonight, your time, but later today, my time, I'm going to catch up with Ralph Shaheen very soon to talk about Ace Frehley. We're going to get all emotional. Hello, Snow Giddings. Good to catch up with Snow. Snow is from Oklahoma. It's kind of in the Tornado Alley belt. Now,
Yeah.
I do associate tornadoes with Texas. Is that a bad
Yes.
thing? It is Tornado Alley, right?
No.
We've
Yeah.
had six in Lubbock so far this year. I think six. There were three of them in one day, and back in June.
Yeah. I was eating.
I was drinking beer outside when it blew in. I was watching it come in. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but
Cade,
My mom was freaking out, and me and Kate were like, "It's okay."
is it that common that it's not no big deal?
well, it is a big deal, but it is pretty common.
Yeah.
My mom always says, don't underestimate weather," which she's valid, she's
Right.
right, but it's fascinating to watch it happen. I mean, you just
Yeah.
sitting there, it's sunny. It was like a Thursday afternoon, it's sunny, been working all day, and we go eat, and just this tornado blows in out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think that's where probably a lot of people get into trouble because it's almost hypnotic. Like you just
Yeah.
literally get drawn into that. So Cade and Kensington Ogle are modified races out of Lubbock in Texas, and the modified and stock car and hobby stock and mod light and everything world gravitates to a little town called Boone in Iowa every year for the Super Nationals. Now, if you know the word nationals, everybody uses the word nationals, right? It's the word to use. So when you add the word super to the word nationals, it's pretty arrogant, right? It's like, come on, like nationals is supposed to be the biggest, and then they come out and say super nationals. I had heard lots of things about it prior to 2021 when I first went there. And then I got there and I was expecting a mile track or a big fairground because I kept hearing 1,000 cars, 1,000 cars. And I got there and it's what is it? Is it a 3/8 mile? I don't even really know what size Kade the track.
I don't actually know either. I just go and I know what gear to put in, but that I don't know how big it is. It's a
But
little bit. We're about 20 points off from where we run at home, and it's like a quarter mile. So I'd probably say Boone's a little bit bigger.
yeah,
Obviously, it's right. I think you're on the right track with three
I
eighths.
think it's a 3/8. But the concept of over 1,000, it was like 1,100 entries or something this year.
I
And
think it was a record year, wasn't it?
yeah. And every year it shouldn't be about that, right? It shouldn't be about the numbers because one year they're going to get they're going to get 900 or something, right? And people are going to lose their minds. It's like, "Oh my God, it's only 900." There is no event in the world that I know of that comes even close to that. But why
No.
does this family team travel from Lubbock, Texas to Boone, Iowa every year at that time of the year?
It's just, I mean, I wouldn't even say super is the way, like, that's an understatement to me. It's just a different beast. I love it. You know, you go, you get to see all of our friends from around the country. We get to hang out, we get to party, we get to race, nonstop racing. It's an awesome environment. And my dad, that's what my dad loves, and it's his birthday. So
Oh,
he likes to go, he likes to go there for his birthday, and we hang out. This year he did a keg stand.
Yeah,
wow.
I imagine the keg stand.
Yeah.
It was his 62nd birthday, and he's
Wow.
out doing keg stands. He stayed out later than we did. We actually went to bed, and homie was out partying.
Well, I mean, you would have noticed, or maybe you didn't, but I think you would have noticed that CZ had an Aussie
Hmm.
racing with him this year. And also
Yes.
we had, Corey Foyle as well racing, with some stock car stuff as well. And we had as well, Deno was there as well, like the Sprint Pig was there as well. So we actually had three Australians race there this year. So the appeal of the event is getting even growing outside of America.
It's I actually got to talk to Nathan a little bit and get to know him. He was pretty cool and he seemed like he was enjoying it and like it was fun and it's an awesome deal, you know. I mean, I would encourage everybody to come if I could.
It's
It's
cool to see other people take part in what we love
yeah,
to do, and they know that it's in other countries too. Like, I had actually sold one of my race cars to a guy in Australia. His name's Damian Birch. He's
yep.
over in
Or-
Perth, Western
Yep.
Perth,
Yep. Western
and
Australia. Yep.
yes, sir. He's still racing that car to this day, I think. So
He was
Okay.
actually supposed to go race there and then
COVID
COVID
happened.
hit and then we were supposed to go back and I was going to get to race. We were all three going to get to race and
Oh
then
wow.
a few things fell through, so we didn't get to go, but hopefully one day.
We're hoping to get to come over there and experience everything that like you get to experience with us.
Yeah.
We want to experience it over there.
I think the thing I love the most about Super Nationals is its honesty. It doesn't pretend to be anything it isn't, right? It's there's a
Right.
couple of guys fought on the front stretch, and Jerry's like, "Oh, it's a fight." Everyone else would be like, "Oh my God, that's a fight, break it up." And J Van, anyway, J Van lives in a different world to all of us, but it's like the last of the non-political correct places where
Hmm.
Yes.
like just some of the things that people say to me in that Victory Lane platform is ridiculous.
Some of those
Um,
interviews are pretty awesome.
oh my
Yeah.
God. I mean, this year it was sobbing, with I mean, there's no other place in the world that I would wear an inflatable chicken uniform and a flamingo uniform and not feel like I was out of anyway. So let's talk about mum and dad. You just had a cool picture that you're going to show me.
Yes. This is my mom and my dad when my dad won a few years ago.
Here in
Yep.
Lubbock.
I don't
Now,
know, can you see it that
yeah.
well?
So Mama is actively involved at the racetrack as a hand scorer. Now, a hand
Mhm.
scorer these days is critical. Like there's a couple of really
Yes.
impressive hand scorers at Super Nationals, at Knoxville Nationals. They usually have like a cup full of pens just in case one breaks down. But
Mhm.
even with transponders, hand scorers are very important.
Yes, this past weekend, actually, I was sitting up there with my mom, and the transponders were having trouble and they wouldn't load. And she goes, I got it. So we could keep the show going because she was up there and we didn't have to wait on fixing the computers.
Yeah, see, that's absolutely critical. So is that how mum and
Mhm.
dad met, through racing?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Yes, sir. My dad he came to Abilene and raced, and then the
Uh-oh.
rest is history.
He started racing there, I think, in 1996, and
Yep.
then they kind of started dating, I guess, and then in 2001, they went to Boone, and then the rest was history after that.
So how old are you, Kade?
I'm 24.
So there's a rumor getting around. Maybe you were made in, I don't know. I'm guessing it's not the catwalk, but somewhere around Boone, you might have been, little Kade might have been created.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was at Boone that year that they went. There was, I think, 432 mods, and he qualified in out of the LCQ on the 32nd spot. So that's a pretty cool accomplishment. I feel like. I mean,
Yeah.
and
So,
after that, that's where I was made. So I feel like
He was
Boone is kind of
celebration.
like a ritual to go back to.
so is it true that you were maybe going to be named with the word Boone in your name at one point there?
Yeah, they were gonna name me Vance Boone. She wanted it to kind of go with my dad. Then she already gets us confused. I can't imagine how it'd be with that.
And she already had my name picked out, and so she wanted us to both be the same letter, so she had to find a K name.
So where did Kensington come from there? How did she land on that?
I don't know. She just decided she liked it when she was younger. So she said she had it picked out long before I was even thought of.
Kenzo, you always roll the bling. I can see you got all the necklaces and the,
Yes.
the rings and the bracelets. And
Yes.
I'm not seeing any of
Yes,
that bling on
always.
Kato.
No,
Yeah,
I'm a very
No, he doesn't
old
have
fashioned kind of
green.
guy.
but I love the is like the KOR. I love that you always have,
Yes.
right? Look at me go. So
Yeah, yeah. This one's Riot. This necklace, I have my little baby on there.
where is Riot? Is Riot eating dinner right now? Where is Riot?
I'm gonna go find
All
right. Hang
right.
on, let me go get it.
He's on a tight schedule. If we don't feed him on the dot, he starts running through the house barking,
So
and he
hangry.
doesn't stop until he's fed.
Kate
And
is
then
an amazingly supportive big brother for you, isn't he?
yes, he's awesome. He always helps me with the race cars, when my dad's working and Kate is getting our program better. He's always calling, always asking questions, always learning, always helping me, always has my back. Just he's awesome.
So
Well, you.
Riot was in a little food coma. He was taking a little nap.
This is my favorite
This
boy.
Oh my God,
man here.
Riot!
Say hi.
What
Say hi.
where did you get the name Riot from?
So we got him from a breeder, and she just already had his name picked out because I guess he liked to start little riots because he's loud, he's crazy.
That's
So
I've never heard of a dog called Riot before, but
yeah.
that's actually would make a pretty good name for a racer kid, I reckon.
Mhm.
If
Yeah,
they
it's
act
pretty
like
cool.
Riot, I would say yes.
Yes,
When he was a little puppy, he was a little tear.
he was crazy.
So tell me, so Dad obviously raced, a lot of his career as well. Does he still race or what's?
Yes, he's racing a modified with us. We race against each other. He actually won his heat from the back a couple weeks ago in Ardmore at the Jordan Page Memorial. He came
No
all the way
way.
from the back.
He started ninth, finished first, and then in the second heat race, he started back and got third, and then in the main, he was in third with Jeff Taylor and William Gould, and we had a restart and we got shuffled in on the bottom, and it was a top dominant track, and we got sixth and seventh, but it was a pretty good deal. And Sis went from where'd you go from like 23rd to 16th?
Yeah, something like that.
She made up a lot of spots in that deal, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's so incredible to be able to do this together as a family, particularly with Mum
Mhm.
involved in the administration side of things, with IMCA, with the racetrack, with the hand scoring and stuff. So I don't imagine that she's calm watching you both get after it, particularly her baby girl. That would stress her out a bit, wouldn't it?
No, I've watched her watch this race before, and it's kind of funny. Like our dad, our dad's been racing a long time, so I'm sure before we came around, it was kind of the other way around. But he hadn't actually got to race much this year, which kind of hurt. But he broke his ankle at the start of the year and didn't really get to race. And then we got his car together at Boone, and Boone was the first race he got to race all year long.
Okay. So, Kens, where did you start out racing? Did you guys follow the same path? Did, Cade race the same stuff you raced, and how did that all work
Mhm.
out?
So actually, Cade ran a hobby stock, but I went straight from a four-cylinder to a modified, and over like the transition, like that year in between, I was hot lapping a modified every weekend. I was hot lapping Cade's and my dad's, and they would.
She'd run them out of fuel, like completely out of fuel, burn tires off. I got 100 tires out back that were all from her, just wearing them out. And
Just learning the cars and learning how they react and all the different, they definitely take different driving styles, different footwork. So I had to learn all the footwork, had to learn.
the clutches, she went from a standard clutch, like push in to stop and let out to go, and the mods backwards, you push in to go, let out to stop type deal. I think that was one of the hardest transitions we went through. We went through a few clutches in the mod transmission.
Yeah, we definitely went through a few clutches in the modified.
How many other girl racers do you compete against, Kenzo? And when you even in Texas or just anywhere?
I would say probably
A couple.
a couple. Brenda Kirby for sure. We kind of race the same circuits a lot. Probably her the most.
Because Kensington and Brenda are really the only the ladies that I know that race in our area. I don't really know of any other ladies that race modifieds down in Texas. It'd be cool to see more.
Mary.
Yes, Mary.
Home track. Mary Hogue. I
She
raced
races
with her.
with us. She's kind of like Dad. She hadn't got to race much this year, but she does get to race, and she's pretty good. She's been racing just as long as me and Kensington, if not longer.
So, Brenda's a great story as well, particularly with the
Yes.
man that she married as well. So there's an amazing, story between those two families as well.
Yes.
And that's what I love most about racing is the families, is people. The race cars are cool, but look at what you do, you know, how you do as well. It's just incredible how you race, all of you race as a family, like three of you race, and mum is actively involved in all of that. So, have you got a picture of
Yes.
your hot rod, by the way, Kenzo? Or have you got a hero card there or
Yes.
something? I'm sure you got something there.
I don't have one of my car right now, but I have this little book here. My
Yeah.
aunt made it for me, my Aunt Kimberly.
The funny story is this is the car she started in mods.
Yes.
And me and Dad had just gotten it. That's an IRP chassis. And we were putting it together for him. And she came out one night in the shop. It was the wintertime. And it was actually her season in between switching. And she's like, Dad, I want to race a modified. And we were like, what?
He's like, what are you talking about?
Because we weren't sure which direction she wanted to go yet.
Yeah.
And then once she did that, she fully developed into the mods. And then we've been in that ever since.
Yeah, I really love the color scheme.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been teal since I got the modified. I've just tried to change it up, and
Yep.
this body was white, so I try to change it up a lot.
The format at Super Nationals is extremely confusing for me because I just talk to whoever comes to me, right? But the race of champions, like there's so much stuff going on, with the flags all up and everyone's got the state flags and there's so much ceremony and stuff like that going on. But the crazy part for me that I tell people about is that you guys don't even get to watch a lot of the racing from the catwalks. You're at your trailer, which could be half a mile away. You watch it on IMCA TV and then you go out for when you race, right?
Yeah, it gets pretty. I tried to watch this year quite a bit. Try to watch the track, see what was working, try to time everything, I would see say I was heat 5, I would make sure to go watch heat 5 to see what the track was doing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I would try to be pretty good about going to watch. We were kind of in the VIP, so we could go up to those stands and see what was going on.
The first year I went to Boone was actually with Josh McGay and Michael Marichek, our couple of our Abilene people, and it was in 2021, I think. No, 22. We parked out in the cornfield in the overflow parking way out there past the campgrounds. That was the first year I got to experience Boone. And then I did that another year after that, and then we lucked into getting our spots in the VIP area because of the people we know and just a lot of great people that help us out, really.
Yes. We have a lot of great people behind us.
Okay. The Super Nationals event takes so many people. It takes a village, like it really does.
Yes.
when you think about and the unsung heroes are people like the people that line up everyone in the pits. Because
Yes.
those people
Yes.
don't even get to see a race, like not even one. And that's
Mm-mm.
extremely busy, that pit lane. Like that's great. Whenever I go back there, those people are just next level organized.
Hmm. They do a good job of communicating with you. Like, they'll ask you what race you're in and you just tell them and they get you right where you need to go. If sometimes I'll know exactly who I'm starting behind and then on the way over there I forget and I'm like, ah, but they point you right over there and they're great. Everyone behind Super Nationals is awesome. The fans, all of y'all that put it on, everybody, all the sponsors, it's just amazing.
I mean, even the tech people, the tech guys don't even
Yes.
get to
Oh,
they don't really get to watch. They're always doing their thing. And
did you mention
And
Josh McGay for any particular reason just then? Because suddenly, just like miraculously, he just popped up there. Is there any reason why that happened just now?
well, he called me a minute ago, but he
Yeah,
was actually the first one I went to Boone with.
that's
hello,
exactly what I
Josh.
was thinking was going on. I'm like, there's something just went on just then.
Yeah, Josh called me.
Yeah, I had a
Yes,
feeling.
Josh helps us a lot with.
Him, all our Abilene people like Kyle, Josh, Charles, and Tina, Michael Marishek, his wife April, like Rob and Libby, who own Abilene. They've done a
Yep.
lot for just the racing community. I mean, our racing community in Texas is kind of rough right now because there's so many tracks spread out because it's such a
Okay.
big state.
Yep.
And like we have two tracks in our hometown here in Lubbock that are a mile apart from each other and they don't even
Oh,
race.
oh, that's
Mm,
not
Yeah.
that's not great.
Mm-mm.
no. And then we travel to Abilene to race. We can go race Abilene, Kenzington, Grayson, and it's all good. Like we like to go travel. And
Yes, we love to travel as a family, and a lot of our whole group we like to travel together because we always make it fun. We'll stop somewhere, maybe at the casino or just wherever we can
we
find.
have a lot of family fun
Yes,
trips, like
we
all
do.
the racing families, and we all go
Yeah, that's
together.
good.
Mm.
So how old are you now, Kogel?
19.
So you're gonna need to wait 2 years, but this is going to be our thing in Iowa next
Oh,
summer. So next season we'll have our methanol moonshine cans, our premix cans. Finally,
that's
been working on this
awesome.
for a long time, so I'm really excited that we'll have our.
I'm
Yes,
excited
that's
for those. When
awesome.
do those come out? I
I'll
can drink
let
them
Kade
now.
buy me some.
Well, we got to get them into we got to get them into Texas as well. Iowa is our obviously our
Yes.
main focus, with Knoxville
Mhm.
Nationals
Mm.
and with IMCA Super Nationals and Marshalltown or Mo Vegas for J Van and a bunch of places. But our plan is that they will definitely be ready. I'm going to say March, April when it at least starts to warm up a little bit. Does Texas get? Do you have a bad winter?
Just about a month in January. Like it's sometimes it's calm. Like last year on Christmas Day, it was 75 degrees in December.
Yeah, it didn't feel like Christmas. I like the fall-y weather and like the cold weather.
Oh, I know. There's
So,
pumpkins everywhere in your room, isn't there?
yes, I love fall.
I'm not big on that. I had kind of wished it's kind of a dream of mine, but like I wish somehow we could get like a Southern Super Nationals for the winter time or like early year, like maybe not Super Nationals, but like somewhere everybody from up north can come race here where it's warm and do kind of like a week long extravagant deal.
We need to come
But
up with something that's Texas, like the Tater Nationals or something like that. The Texas Tater
yeah,
That'd
Nationals.
be good.
there's there's a lot of rattlesnakes.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
something with the rattlesnake.
so is that a thing in Lubbock?
Yes.
Yeah.
I follow my dog everywhere outside so that way we don't come across any rattlesnakes.
See, Australia gets a bad rap about, oh, everything kills you down there. Like I hear that all the time. Oh my God, I really want to go to Australia, but everything's spiders and snakes and sharks and crocodiles. And it's like, dude, they're not walking down the street. But the brown
They're
snake,
just in your house.
yeah, well, brown snakes in my town in Mildura, they're a thing. Like it's that people talk about you got 3 or 4 minutes. If you get bitten, you better get your shit together because that's when it's bad. But it's not like I'm sure there's a rattlesnake at your front door. But do you hear rattlesnakes? Like, will you hear them or do they only rattle when you're around them?
That's kind of like a warning, like get away from me if you're
Yeah.
by them. If you leave them alone, then they leave you alone. But if you come across them and you're kind of messing with them, that's when you start hearing them.
Yeah.
Or if you step on them, like one of my buddies, he races too. His name's John Neil Reed. He's over in New Mexico. They have a farm, and he sees them every day, left and right. So he's got to kill them and take them off the farm.
Yeah, they're bad. I worry about my little dog.
Yeah, I bet. Riot doesn't need to be getting into a rattler, that's for sure.
No, he
He's too
doesn't.
curious. He'd be like to play with it.
So when does the season finish for you guys and where?
So we actually just finished it out this past weekend in Abilene for the Southern Challenge. We were hoping to start um our season will start
In
in
February.
February on the Clash of the Coast. Peyton Taylor does a phenomenal job putting
Yeah.
that on. We're super excited for that. So we're just gonna regroup for that. Hopefully, we can work on. I had some motor troubles, lots of motor troubles this
Okay.
weekend, so we kind of worked with what we could and did what we could. So hopefully, we can. We're gonna regroup this winter and figure what we need to do out. If it's a new motor, send that one off. Whatever we need to do. So we're just gonna kind of. Our plan is to regroup and get ready for the Clash on the Coast.
How many races do you run a year, Kade?
Um, Back when Lubbock was open, I ran 45 to 50 races a year, and then this year when Dad broke his ankle, I kind of took over driving the trucks for our family business for a little bit. So I didn't get to race much this year, probably about 25 nights, maybe 20 races. Usually we shoot for 40 if we can. We can swing
Okay.
it.
Okay. So when do you start again then? When does 2026 start for you?
The first official day will start on Clash on the Coast. Unless they do that deal. They did a 10,000 to win race in January last year at I-37 for IMCA mods. I don't know if they're going to do that again, but we might. If they do that, I'd be willing to go to that. That was a pretty cool deal.
See, in Australia, we race our years overlap. So we start
Mhm.
in September and we finish in like April, May.
Oh
So
wow.
Oh,
our season is always 25, 26. So it's not like
Mhm.
2025 or it's not a calendar year like you guys have
Yeah.
because our
mhm.
summer is exactly the opposite to you. So our summer starts on December 1 and our Australia Day is January 26th. That's in the heat of our summer. So our Christmas Day
Mhm.
will be in some parts of Australia 110 degrees, something
Oh
like
wow.
that. So in Australian terms, just so people don't understand or watching from Australia, that's 40, right? So Fahrenheit
Okay.
and Celsius are two different things, but our Christmas Day looks a lot like it looks right here now, like just bright, sunny, extremely hot around the pool. A barbecue is
Mhm.
not like a Texas barbecue, just so you know. Our barbie is more like a grill out, like you would say. So there's some fundamental differences, but still there's amazing connection between Australia and America, and I think you guys would feel that.
Yes, for sure. That's my kind of weather. I enjoy the sunshine, the hot weather. She's not about it. She gets too hot. It's
I
not.
like the seasonal. I like it. I like if I'm at a beach or at a pool, I like it to be hot so I can tan, but I like it to be seasonal. I like some fall weather, I like some winter. I like it all.
It's a bit odd to me, Kate. She's a girly girl, yet she likes doing the boy stuff, or she called you a boy
Yeah.
before. So it's kind of, did you expect this from her? That she was going to be racing like this and love it so much?
I didn't expect her to be racing, but I was kind of expecting a little bit because when she was a kid, she used to steal my like basketball shorts and stuff. She'd go play outside, and so I was kind of like, well, is she gonna be a little tomboy or is she gonna go down the girly girl route? Because she always had little dogs and would like put little dresses on the dogs and stuff.
Oh,
And
well, don't
it
do
was
that
hit
to
or
Riot.
miss. It
Don't
was
don't
one
do
or
that.
the other.
Jeez. Do not do
So
that to Riot, Kenzie, all right?
I'll try. I'll try. He gets mad now. I used to have a little monkey sweater I put on him. He was so cute.
It's cool that so Damien Birch has just tuned in. He just said that he obviously has your car in WA, which is super
yes,
cool that we have that, that connection. You would love running the Perth Motorplex. It's an amazing facility. I'm not sure how much Birch he gets to race over there, but that's where I'm from. I'm from Western Australia, which is a beautiful part of the world. So I'm really glad that we got to do this, Kens, because we talked about it at Super
Yes.
Nationals. So just want to
Yes.
get the word out with your socials. Both you guys have your own Instagram pages and
Mhm.
Facebook pages and stuff like that. So we need to make sure people get around you and support that with your new merch range and all that sort of stuff
Yes.
as well. I'm really grateful that we got to do this and
Yes, me
catch up.
too.
So let's make sure we talk more
yes,
over
me
the
too.
our your off season and my current season, and we'll talk
Yes,
up
sir.
ahead of Super Nationals and all that stuff. Where do people go and get your merch from, Kenzo?
Well, hopefully, once I get it made, I'll make a Facebook post. So just under my Facebook post, under my Facebook, Instagram, social media.
Okay. What about, and you would have noticed, Kate, the Aussies add the letter O to everything. So when I say Kado, what about your program with your merch and your socials and things?
My socials are just my name, Kade Ogle, and then I don't have any merch currently. I've never had any, but want to get some. All my buddies do. Kind of want my
Yeah.
own shirts, but like I said, we'll get her some made and see if we can get a combo deal going, or we can get me some too. And
Yes,
Yeah.
we want to get all of us some,
Yeah.
but not on the same shirt. We want to be on different shirts.
Oh, would it be,
our dad's got like
yeah.
5 of them.
It'd be cool to have like the four of you on there, like even mum,
Yeah, that would
you
be
know,
cool.
and the one in
Yeah,
the
that'd be
shirt.
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
absolutely.
made one set when Kensington was in the Four Bangers, and me and Dad were in the Moz that had
All three of us.
all three of our cars on there.
Hello. Why aren't we doing that still?
We want to. We want
I think that'd be cool.
me and my mom, like we've been talking. We want to do like a shirt with all of us on there, and then maybe and then sell that, and then
I'd be good with all three and her having her own. I mean, that's kind of it's good with me.
He's
we kind of want to do all three and then one with all three, if that makes sense.
So Mason
Like-
Livingston saying that you're his hero, Cade. That's nice.
Thanks, homie.
Bit of bromance going on. Nothing
little
wrong
bit.
with a bit of bromance.
I got some bromances around.
It is really good to catch up with you guys. Watch out for the rattlesnakes, please. We'll talk
Yes.
After Christmas. Let us know when you're going to drop some
Oh.
merch. And
Dad actually brought us one of them.
Oh.
Sure. That means he's sitting in there watching.
was that Dad just then?
Yes.
Vince,
Dad.
Come back.
come on. You can't just do that. Heather Ogle's tuned in as well. Hey, Heather. All of a sudden we're getting
Hello,
all the
Mom.
Ogles.
You can't just pop in and pop out.
Yeah. Come on, Dad.
So,
He's wearing his Abilene race frats.
What's going on, V Banger?
How's it going, sir?
So you gotta be honest. Was Cade made at Boone? We need to know. I feel like
Well,
I feel like there's a chance.
according to the dates, that's a pretty good possibility.
You must be super. Where's Mum? Is Mum sitting out in the living room? Is that what's going on here?
No, she's in Abilene actually with her
Okay.
mom.
All right. Okay. So you must be super proud of these kids, Vince, because you got good kids here.
Oh, I love them. They're awesome.
So was
Very
it always was it inevitable that they would both race? Did you see this day coming where this was going to cost you a shitload of money?
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I had it coming for sure. I was a little worried there for a while that she didn't want to, but then again, it was maybe a relief. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. All of a sudden, one day, she, okay, where's my car? I'm like, well, we hadn't really talked about it, so we'll get started on that.
She's a woman, Vince. Unpredictable, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
you hit the nail on the head.
Beautiful,
I like
crazy.
to keep them on their toes.
Oh, that's a girl thing. I get that.
For
It's
sure.
funny to me that a lot of people say, "Oh, you're a sprint car fan, Wade," and I'll go, "No, I'm a dirt track fan." Like
Mhm.
if it's in a left-hand circle on dirt, I'm all about it. So I love stock cars. Stock cars are my jam as well, right? Left front wheel, like way off the ground, sitting up like a dog begging for a biscuit. No offense, right? So whether it's sport mods or late models, there's something about the dirt track family, Vince, and you would feel that as well, right? It's as much as the cars are cool. Look how you're spending every weekend with your kids.
Right. I've told a lot of people, the first thing I say, well, at least we're all together for one, and neither one of my kids have ever been in trouble. Knock on wood. They've always been with us their whole life, so really that's about all we know.
Yeah, it's a blessing for sure, that you get to. They still think you're cool enough to hang out with, mate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're like, okay, so we're good there.
I don't know about that sometimes, but no, it's been a really good life, and I kid all the time. I am spending my retirement right now with my kids, so
Yes.
I'm not just working, save, so they can have all the fun when I die. So we're having all that fun right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. There is definitely a swagger with Texas, mate. Like, I was telling the kids before how I took my sons to a Bears game actually, and then the next day we went and saw the Texans play. But when the Uber driver dropped us off at Waco at the game, he said, "Welcome to the greatest country in America." And it's like there is
Yeah.
definitely a swagger that Texans have. I don't know whether you feel it because you are Texan, but everything is bigger in Texas.
Oh yeah, everybody. That's a big thing for sure. Everybody thinks everything is bigger and better in Texas.
Some of the guys here, their egos are bigger here.
Yeah, the pickup
No,
truck market must be enormous still in Texas, I would imagine.
yes,
That's what we do. We haul cars for dealerships, and
Ah.
most of the trucks we haul are big old lifted trucks that barely fit on the trailer. It's kind of a pain sometimes, but
for sure. Everybody thinks Texas is bigger and better, and especially we do.
Yeah.
We love it.
We were in Houston and I saw these pickup trucks with these massive out of the rims, like pointing out these massive, big, like sharp. I was like, what the how is that even legal? And it's like, and the guy said to us that was taking us said, as long as they're not wider than the lane, they're legal. I'm like, what would you need that for unless you're trying to run someone over?
You don't need it.
basically,
Most people like that look. I particularly don't care for it at all. I like my tires inside the wheel wells, but at least even with them, you know. But I don't know. Some people just like that look. A lot of people do. I don't care for it myself, but
In
he
Australia,
likes his peepaw trucks.
we're very strict with that stuff. Unfortunately, on the highway, your rims and your tires can't be outside your guards. So everything that you would see here, Rams and F-150s and all that stuff, um, they're all like everything's got to be in line. And yet I go to everyone's running a mini monster truck when I go to the States. It's always like the wheels are way outside the bodywork and all that sort of stuff. But I'm excited to see what you guys come up with in 2026. Looking forward to catching up with you in Super Nationals. It's always a trip, literally and figuratively for me. Jay Van and Ryan are so amazing to work with. I just love the chemistry that we have. They're kind of like the weirdos I never thought I'd need, but now they're like brothers to me. So in the strangest possible way. But I want to say a big thanks to Brett Root, who's always amazing to me, and the
For sure.
IMCA family.
They're awesome.
that's one of our favorite events. And personally, I did not get to race all year until Boone was my first race of the year. That's the first laps I turned the entire year.
Well,
So
I mean, you don't want to be tired before you get there, Vince. You just want to be fresh, right?
right. Well, it was just due to several things, but that was my first laps that I turned in the 25 season.
I got to send a shout out to Lordy as well. I got to sit down with Lordy and Brett in the oil rig grandstand, as I call it, Upper Boone,
Uh-huh.
on the
Uh-huh.
Sunday after the event, and just talk about the culture and the just why that event is different and why it's beautiful, crazy, and that's definitely what I love about it. Please be careful with twisters and rattlesnakes and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in
Yes, sir.
2026. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Good to talk to you
Nice
guys.
talk.
The Ogle family. I'm spewing we couldn't get Mum on there, but she's watching anyway. So hey, Mama, travel safe, and I'll see you guys in 2026. Merry Christmas, happy all that other stuff as well. Really cool to catch up with the Ogles. That's what I love about racing is families. Have a great day. Hopefully, in an hour or so, maybe I'm going to talk to Ralph Shaheen. We're going to talk about Ace Frehley. We're big Kiss fans, both of us. Talk to you soon. P.S. Be kind to each other.